Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Heather O'Day, and I'm the music director at the Sonoran Desert Center for Spiritual Living. I want to say thank you to every single one of you for joining us this evening. I've got a very special guest for you who I will introduce momentarily, but let's go ahead and kick this off with meditation. Staring through a faded curtain, crepey and withered like the leaves. Time moves so slowly when you're learning not to go too fast. Echoes of yesterday are deafening. Well, I sit alone, gazing at the street sidewalk, sleeping. Don't you ever feel the same? Nothing is the same as it was, and it never will be again. Testing, testing, sending my signal clear. Wishing it wasn't so hard to hear. The waiting world is stepping in and slipping time. Makes me wonder, when will I, in the lonely road, children are playing, but I'm afraid to walk out the door. In the lazy sky, the vultures are swirling. Makes me wonder who they're sweeping for. No, nothing's as it seems anymore. No, nothing makes sense anymore. Well, I sit here alone, gazing at the street sidewalk, sleeping. Don't you ever feel the same? Well, I know I'm not alone in my solitary dreaming. Well, I hear your voice, it's calling again. Sweet softly moving, sweet, softly whispering, and I hear your voice, it's calling again. And I hear your voice, it's calling again. It's a song called Meditation. Now I want to introduce our special guest. His name is Mr. Nathen Aswell. Nathen, he and I actually just met a couple of weeks ago. Nathen is a speaker and a recording artist. He's based in Vancouver, Canada. He believes that his calling in this life is to encourage people to live big lives, one small step at a time, through his engaging talks and his heart-centered music, which he's going to be sharing with us this evening. He speaks at conferences, concerts, retreats, churches. He presents music, he presents his stories and his humor, and he uses an instrument called the Chapman Stick, which is a 12-stringed instrument. It's tapped on both hands, kind of like a piano. And without further ado, I want to go ahead and introduce Nathen.
Thank you so much, and that was beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
It's my first time hearing you sing. It's really lovely.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, shall I just launch into a song then?
Absolutely.
Cool. This is a song, this is a song I think which basically pretty much sums up, who I am. Small steps, big life is a big phrase in my life. And as Heather and I were saying before we started, we'll probably talk a little bit about me walking the Camino de Santiago last year. And this song, although it was written years before I had that experience, seems to really typify what happened to me when I was away. So this is little by little. And I've gone to the trouble of including some percussion tonight. So we can just have us, because, in lockdown, none of us can play with other musicians. So what the heck? Let's just create one. Little by little, bit by bit, I'm getting to the heart of it. Little by little, love is guiding me home. With everything that I create, I grow a little stronger. With everything that I create, I go a little longer. Little by little, bit by bit, I'm getting to the heart of it. Little by little, love is guiding me home. And every soul along this road is like a little mirror. In understanding you, I see myself a little clearer. Little by little, bit by bit, I'm getting to the heart of it. Little by little, love is guiding me home. Throughout this journey, I've been shown that I am not alone. Whoa. With everything that I create, I grow a little stronger. With every triumph on this track, I'll go a little longer. Little by little, bit by bit, I'm getting to the heart of is guiding me home. Little by little, love is guiding me home.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. So was it just the Camino de Santiago that inspired that song, or?
Well, no, that song was written. Geez, I wrote that song about 15 years ago, and I just walked the Camino last year.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
isn't that wild? Don't you find that songs that you grow into your songs?
yes,
That's my experience. That they resonate with me even more as time passes.
absolutely. Well, I think that there's something to be said too for manifesting parts of your journey through creation. I mean, because in our way of thought, we say that thoughts are things.
Yep,
So it doesn't matter how long it takes or how you get from A to Z, but Spirit is always there providing it,
absolutely.
making it work.
Hmm.
Just incredible, beautiful song. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
sharing. Oh, that reminds me of a song that I wrote a couple of years ago when I actually started in my journey of New Thought. I didn't know that that's what I believed. I didn't know that there was a word for it. I just know that I had been practicing it for a very long time. I just happened to find people of like mind. They found me rather. Um, and so I didn't actually start songwriting until what 2017, 2018. And so this is the first one that I wrote for my center. And it's called A Song for Easter. Spirit is working within me to vibrate the good in this land. But if I wait to jump in the circle, the cards will all stay in my hand. So I listen and I read and I study about how to do it all just right. Gotta make sure I'm convenient and ease my way in the spotlight. But if I stay quiet, then what will get done? Not speaking up doesn't help anyone. This is my rebirth. This is the joy in learning my place on the earth. This is the time, if not now then when? You can't have a journey if you don't begin. When you follow your rainbow, there might not be any gold. So why not look down from the top of the ark? There's so much joy to behold. The world is your oyster, so don't be a crab. The brass ring's there, just reach out and grab. This is your rebirth. This is the joy in learning your place on the earth. This is the time, if not now then when? You can't have a journey if you don't begin. This is your rebirth. This is the joy of learning your place on the earth. This is the time, if not now then when? You can't have a journey if you don't begin. Ooh.
I went wild.
Yeah, that one. We needed it. We needed a song for Easter, and we weren't necessarily talking about a resurrection per se. We were talking about our own personal transition and our own transformations that day.
Mm-hmm.
So that day is for your rebirth.
Beautiful.
What else? What you got for us?
Well, gee, it looks like we're looks like we're off and running with a theme about journeys. So
Yes, so.
I have another song about journeys. It's called "The Making of a Soul," and it's kind of a bluesy shouter kind of tune and very simple chorus. So I'm hoping everybody that's watching will join in. The chorus is just the making of a soul, the making of a soul. I'm busy with the making of a soul. That's the whole thing. So let's get a drummer to help me out and let's go. The making of a soul, the making of a soul. I'm busy with the making of a soul. I've come as a magician and an ordinary man to make a contribution and be part of the plan. There is no destination, the journey is the goal. I'm busy with the making of a soul. Whoa, whoa. Busy with the making of a soul. Part of me's an artist, and part of me's a fool. I have no map to guide me, there is no book of rules. The only thing that's certain is joy will lead me home. I'm busy with the making of a soul. Whoa, whoa. Busy with the making of a soul. Let's sing. The making of a soul, the making of a soul. I'm busy with the making of a soul. Lurking in my shadow are things I must reclaim. I call them out into the light and give each one a name. 'Cause everyone's a mirror that helps to make me whole. I'm busy with the making of a soul. Whoa, whoa. Busy with the making of a soul. The making of a soul. The making of a soul. I'm busy with the making of a soul. I'm part of God unfolding. I trust and fully give. All that really matters is that while I live, my gifts are what is needed. The universe is home. I'm busy with the making of a soul. Whoa, whoa. Busy with the making of a soul. Let's sing again. The making of a soul. The making of a soul. I'm busy with the making of a soul. Last time. The making of a soul. The making of a soul. I'm busy with the making of a soul.
Yeah. Ooh, that one is so good. I was compelled to like
Yeah.
over here.
Absolutely. That's what it's for.
That's a groove. I love that. So I'm sure the public wants to know, because I sure want to know. How did you discover this instrument?
Well, this instrument is, let me start by saying what it is. It's called the Chapman Stick, Chapman. It was invented by a chap in Los Angeles who's still in Los Angeles and still making these instruments. His name is Emmett Chapman. And he started making them in 1974. Short story, he saw a jazz guitarist named Barney Kessel doing what we've all seen Eddie Van Halen do. But Barney Kessel was doing it, I believe, in the 50s and 60s, tapping the strings with both hands on a guitar. And Emmett saw that technique and thought, what if I design an instrument that really capitalizes on that technique? So the stick was the fruits of his labor. And the person who really is responsible, I think, to this day for, I would say, 95% of all stick players playing is Tony Levin. Tony Levin is a fantastic bassist and stick player who for years played with Peter Gabriel and is just, top session musician, plays all over the place with all kinds of people. So I saw Tony play in a video in 1982, playing the Chapman Stick in 1982, and I thought, what is that? I gotta get me one of those. So I started as a guitar player, as most teenagers do, switched to bass shortly after because nobody was playing bass. Singing bass players, I was working all the time. And now the stick is an opportunity for me to bring it all full circle. And I have tried about half a dozen times to really become a piano player. And in the end, I realized that this just does not feel comfortable to me. I'm used to holding instruments close to me, putting my arms around them, embracing them. And so the stick is the stringed equivalent of a piano. It's my answer to a piano. So it enables me to play two parts at the same time and just create a big full sound on my own.
And you do it very, very well.
Thank you. And if people are interested in more, the website is super easy to remember, stick.com.
Oh, I'll be going.
Yeah, so somebody was thinking about that domain name pretty early on.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recently picked up the bass. I've been playing the bass about a year after several years of Jennifer and my partner Steven pushing me to play the bass. They go, "No, you're a bass girl." I'm going, "No, I'm not." And sure enough, yes, I am.
Yep.
I love it, adore it. And I come from a piano background. So string instruments are not new to me. It's just that everyone else in the family played them but me. And my parents are concert violinists, and my youngest brother is a very accomplished guitar player.
Wow.
And our middle brother actually took more to the wind instruments, and so there I was using my voice and a little bit of piano and not much else, and necessity was the mother of invention. So sure enough, there I was playing string instruments very late in my career.
You got a whole band underneath one roof. That's great.
Yeah, we really do. It's
Fantastic.
It's a lot of fun.
Do you guys sing together as well?
On occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, not as often as we did, of course, when we were children, but we've all kind of gone different directions as far as our careers are concerned. But yeah, here I am trying to make it as a musician still. I think we all are. I don't know. I don't think the purpose is to make it. I think it's more to just impart some creativity and some relaxation to people.
Yeah, and bring some joy to ourselves and to everyone in our lives.
So how many other people in the world play the Chapman Stick? Do you know?
Excellent question. I believe there are something like 8,000 sticks in the world. So compared to guitars and basses, it's a very small group of people, right? But we are a small, dedicated lot, that's for sure. And a great number in the States, of course, because Emmett was the inventor, but there are many, many stick players in Europe and in Canada as well. Probably in Asia too, but Europe and North America are the two areas that I know most.
I was telling Nathen a couple of weeks ago that our Sonoran Desert Center is down near Tubac, Arizona, and twice a year they have a Tubac Festival of the Arts, and well, they did before the shutdown, of course.
Right.
We think in the present terms here. Think in the present tense. There's this twice a year festival that happens, and this gentleman comes with an instrument. I'm not sure if it's a Chapman Stick, but it must be, because I hadn't seen anything like it before until I saw you again. And this gentleman, he has a very heavy Hawaiian and Polynesian influence when he plays.
Hmm.
Yeah, he uses it almost like a lap slide. It's very interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
So that anyway, that's my very, very limited exposure. So thank you so much for sharing the Chapman with us. It's so
You're
cool.
welcome.
All right. Well, let's see. We're still on journeys here, and I've got a song. It's from my 2018 album, I Am Not I, and this song is called My Past Life. See if I can get it going here. All right. Here we go. Again in the key of G.
Perfect.
No, I won't live in shadow of my past life, but I know I can't leave her behind. When all my heroes start dying, I start to feel like my own time is flying. I've had 35 years to figure it out, that I can't be others' feelings that I'm singing about. Well, it seems like there's nothing left, but I know I haven't even opened yet. No, I won't live in the shadow of my past life. No, I won't live in the shadow of my past life. Do I have the courage to leave her behind? Shadow took me all over the countryside, in planes and trains and a greyhound besides, learning all the ways about how to express my emotions with people who made me feel less. We're just square peg into our round holes. You can be a whipping post, your words for our souls. Now I lead with a heart that's truly blessed. I walk with the sun rays, no longer depressed, always connected with the souls that have touched, with the shadows and the clouds not behind me so much. Maybe if I give you my own feelings, I can pass on my own
beautiful.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Has anybody ever told you that you sound like someone else?
Oh, very many times, yes.
Yeah. So what's the name that you usually get? Because I can hear the voice clearly in my mind's eye,
Oh gosh,
my
I
mind's
get
ear.
I get Bonnie Raitt and Melissa Etheridge a lot.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. It's neither of them. It's someone much something in the cherry tree.
Oh, that KT Tunstall.
Yes,
Oh my gosh.
yes,
Oh, that's a
very
new
much
one.
so.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I know you'd appreciate hearing that, but that's exactly what I'm hearing. It's like, man, fantastic.
That's amazing to hear. Thank you. That's the first time I've heard that one. Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Ooh.
beautiful.
Ooh, I want to
I'm
explore that.
yeah, yeah. If certainly, yeah. If you're wanting to add some cover repertoire, she might
Oh,
be her stuff might be a good place for you to go.
oh, for
But
sure.
hey,
Yeah.
you don't even need to go there, girlfriend. You sound great doing your own stuff.
Thank
So
you.
you stay right there.
Thank you. Well, you do too. Hey, if you don't mind, I have another question for you.
Shoot.
Um, let's see. You had said, I'm looking for it. Oh my gosh. I have a confession. I watched your most recent talk at Unity of Bellevue.
Oh, fantastic.
And I'm going, oh my gosh, I got to do my research because this is so fascinating. Yeah, you had talked that, one of the things that inspired you to walk the Camino was the Martin Sheen movie, The
Yes.
Way.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Absolutely.
so when did you first see the movie, and how did you know that call was for you?
That's an excellent question. I can't remember when I saw the movie. Let's say 5 years ago, some number of years ago. I don't recall. But probably like most people who watch it in North America, I thought, wow, that's great. I'll do that one day and put it in the infamous bucket list category, right? It's just one of those things that's put over to the side until, hopefully something jogs it back into your present reality.
Sure.
So I didn't feel the call at that point, not by any means. Let me just turn off this reverb while I'm talking. It was only last year I was, as I said in my talk, I was visiting my mom, and my mom loves to watch movies. So we were watching the Tom Hanks movie Castaway. Sorry, is that what it's called? Oh, I'm blanking on the name for the moment. Anyway, the movie that he made in 2000, I think it's Castaway, where he's a FedEx executive and he ends up getting marooned on a desert island for 4 years.
Yeah, that's the one.
And in a nutshell, the reason why that movie landed for me in such a big way, because it's very much a comment on the power of now, how we only have now. So, when he disappeared, he was just about to marry Helen Hunt, who was playing his wife. He gets back. Helen has moved on. She's remarried. She's had a child with another man. His whole life is just completely different. So I got very quiet after I saw that, and I thought, yeah, the only time is now. And I thought, well, what am I waiting for? Am I waiting to become an old man to walk the Camino? Like, what's preventing me from going? I thought I need to just make the decision. And as we've all heard, and as we all know, once we make the decision, the universe says, okay, you really want this? And things come together in beautiful ways that we couldn't have possibly imagined until we made that commitment. That said, once I made the commitment, I just immersed myself in books and watching all kinds of YouTube videos. And as I said in that talk, I think I said in that talk, as I watched these videos, I would just start crying for no reason. There wouldn't be any particular dialogue or any particular scene that was depicted, but there was some kind of energy that I was picking up on. And as I started reading more about the Camino, I thought, that's what this is. It's the call of the Camino. I am being called to walk this. And I absolutely was, and it was life-changing.
Incredible.
So, yeah.
Incredible. And I got the impression just from watching your talk that you had this incredible transformation. I mean, it's so inspiring to hear about, the lessons that the Camino taught you. And so another question for you is, if you were to do it again sometime in your life, Or did you encounter people who have done it multiple times that have pulled a different teaching out of each walk?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, it's very interesting that we're connecting today, Heather. My plan was to go back yesterday. So when I got back last November, I got home and I said, okay, I want to do this again and I want to do it. Last year, my birthday is September 7th. So I left on September 7th. It was my birthday present to myself. And this year I thought I want to come back. I want to go and come back a little bit earlier than last year. So I was scheduled to go, in my mind, scheduled to go on September 1st. And then, of course, COVID hit and all of our lives were changed. My hope is very much to go back in the springtime. Do I want to walk it again? Absolutely. There are actually over a dozen Camino routes. The one that's shown in the Martin Sheen movie and the one that I walked is the one that most people know. It's the French Camino. Starts in just inside the French border, crosses into Spain on the first day. But there are several others. And, God willing, I'll walk all of them. I just think they're amazing experiences. And we don't need to go to Spain to have, life-altering experiences. So I want to be very clear about that. That's not why I'm going. I think the appeal to me, and it's certainly not it wasn't a Catholic pilgrimage for me. It was a spiritual pilgrimage for sure. Yeah. But bottom line is, how many of us decide to make the time to have an experience that is more than 2 weeks long, 10 days long? To be gone for 6 weeks, there's a depth to that kind of experience that you just don't normally have. So that's why I want to go back. And of course, it's just magical to be walking through small towns and open fields and meeting people from all over the world. Everybody walks the Camino for different reasons, many for spiritual reasons. I saw some people that were walking it like it was some kind of an endurance test, head down, very stern look on their faces. How fast can I get this done? And I thought, why are you bothering? I think you're missing the whole point of this exercise. But yeah, all kinds of ages, all kinds of different abilities. Wonderful, wonderful people all the way along. I met just to name one of many, an 80-year-old German woman who was walking it for the 5th time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and said, this is probably my last one. And I smiled at her and I said, I'll see you next year. Because I'm not convinced it will be her last one.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So what? I'm sure that plenty of musical inspiration came from it too.
Well, I haven't actually written any songs about it yet, surprisingly, but I did. Looking at your ukulele on the wall behind you there.
Oh yeah.
People kept saying to me, "You're not going to travel the Camino without an instrument, are you?" And I thought, well, I'm certainly not going to bring my stick. I don't want to be carrying another 7-8 pounds on my back. So I got a guitar lele. It's the same size as your uke, but it's got 6 strings instead of 4. Wow. And it was my great pleasure to lead sing-alongs in hostels all the way along. And I also had a fantastic night singing in one of the chapels. For about an hour, just singing songs that are sacred to me and filling up that beautiful space with sound. And for days afterward, people were coming up to me and saying, we walked in and we were sitting behind you as you did that. Thanks so much for doing that. It was really special for us to be a part of that. So, wow. Yeah.
Just to share.
Yeah.
I've been recently very interested in acoustics.
Mm-hmm.
In having to learn how to do this Zoom Facebook Live thing within mm-hmm. our own home and checking out the perfect venue. And in my research, I learned that even video editors, they'll go in and they'll record the silence in each room they film in, because each room has its own different silence.
Yeah.
There's music even in that.
Yeah.
It must have been such an incredible experience to reverberate off of those walls.
It was, and as you say that, I'm thinking about another memory which was really, really wonderful. Walking into a chapel in the middle of the afternoon, a chapel that I believe had been built in either the 10th or the 13th century, small stone. And yeah, just thinking, wow, people have been coming in here for centuries. and to just stand in that silence, you know.
Yeah,
Very
it gives a whole
powerful.
new meaning to if walls could talk.
Mm,
Yeah,
very much so.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's incredible.
yeah.
Oh, all right, all right. I'm sorry, we're rambling on here.
That's okay.
I'll let you play some music. I'm
Sure.
enamored with the story and your journey. So
Oh,
thank
well,
you.
I'm happy to say that I'm writing a book about it, and as soon as I'm done with that, I'll let you know. But yeah, I'm excited. In fact, I'm just looking over notes today and just remembering it all, of course, because it was a year ago, almost a year ago today that I was there. So, and I'm still in touch with people that I met along the way, several people in Germany, and so yeah, very very special experience for sure. Well, my dear, inspired by your last song, I love that. That's what I love about doing songs back and forth. It's like, oh, that's great. I know one that'll go with that. So not only does it have a similar theme, it's in the same key. So has a lot of the same chords. So there you go. This one's called A Wholehearted Life. And this was inspired by Brene Brown's book, The Gifts of Imperfection. So I'd like to dedicate this to all the people like me who are recovering perfectionists. All the recovering perfectionists, please put up your hand. All right, there we are. Here we go. I want to have a wholehearted life, a wholehearted life, where no matter what's done or left undone, I belong and I'm enough. A wholehearted life, a wholehearted life, where I'm worthy of love. This looking for certainty is really exhausting me. Perfect though I try to be, I've not been. Alone with my guilt and shame, afraid of more pain and blame. I know I'm out to stay in the game that I can win. Time to make myself a brand new choice. I wanna have a wholehearted life, a wholehearted life, where no matter what's done or left undone, I belong and I'm enough. A wholehearted life, a wholehearted life, where I'm worthy of love. So I choose to be set free, take responsibility, stand in vulnerability, speak my heart. To get love I must give love, to belong I must reach out, to find truth I must be true and play my part. 'Cause owning my story and loving myself too are the bravest things I'll ever do. I wanna have a wholehearted life, a wholehearted life, where no matter what's done or left undone, I belong and I'm enough. A wholehearted life, a wholehearted life, where I'm worthy of love. Sing with me, everybody. I wanna have a wholehearted life, a wholehearted life, where no matter what's done or left undone, I belong and I'm enough. A wholehearted life, a wholehearted life, where I'm worthy of love. Here's another part for you to sing. I'm worthy, worthy, worthy of love, worthy, worthy of love. I'm worthy, worthy, worthy of love, worthy, worthy of love, able to love. I'm able, able, able to love, able, able to love. I'm able, able, able to love, able, able to love, worthy of love. I'm worthy, worthy, worthy of love, worthy, worthy of love, able. I'm able, able, able to love, able, able to love.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that one too.
Thank you.
Fantastic. What are you talking about though? That until you're worthy. No, 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 no. That reminds me of a not my song, but love is all around. Right? You've got to be able to, acknowledge that. It's like, another experience that you had shared about. Okay, about the Camino. I think somebody's going through a door somewhere.
We're live.
Yes. Hot set, hot set. That you had a message that the Camino provides, and that you had the feeling that you were being upheld every single step of the way.
Absolutely, yeah.
So why not sing about that? I've got it reminds me of of course, Love Is All Around, the Mary Tyler Moore theme song.
Cool.
Certainly not my song, but the choices, the love is all around, no need to fake it. So having said that, why don't I just do it? Who can turn the world on with a smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, and you should know it. And with each glance, little movement, you show it. Love is all around, no need to fake it. You can never down, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. How will you make it on your own? This world is awfully big, and all this time you're all alone. Well, it's time you started living. It's time you let someone else do the giving. Love is all around, no need to fake it. You can have the down, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all. You're the one most likely to succeed. Just be sure to keep your head, 'cause baby, you know that's all you need. Everyone around adores you, so don't give up, the world's waiting for you. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have it down, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Rockin'. I didn't know there was more than one verse in that song.
Oh yeah. They actually started like season 1 through 3, I think. The theme song began with verse 2.
Oh.
And then they went to verse 1 after she made it after all,
Huh.
Yeah. It's a
Cool.
little bit of silliness tonight.
Cool.
Yes. May I make a shameless plug while we have the opportunity?
Please.
Okay. Well, Wednesday Night Live is a free ministry of the Sonoran Desert Center for Spiritual Living music team and special guests. Love offerings for musicians are gratefully accepted, especially tonight. You can support Nathen directly at paypal.me/Nathen as well. And that's Nathen with an E. And his link is in the description of the video. And you can also support me directly with paypal.me/odaymusic. 10% of proceeds go back to supporting the online programs at Sonoran Desert CSL. And I'm sure that Nathen has something similar in place. And also, if you'd like to be a Wednesday night artist and you have something to show, something to demonstrate, it can be, show and tell of your most recent artwork, poetry, painting. It doesn't necessarily have to be music. It can be something, creative that you want to share with the online community. You can do that by sending us a message on our Facebook page, which I do check regularly. Or you can also email me directly at odayjazz@gmail.com. And that's where you can reserve your Wednesday night spot. So, shameless plug over. Thank you very much.
Beautifully done.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, I have another question for you, and I've asked this of all my guests so far.
Shoot.
What is your hidden talent? I'm not going to call it a useless talent anymore because I don't think there are useless talents, but what is a hidden talent that you have that you do find useful in this time?
Well, isn't that interesting? I'm so glad you asked that because I discovered in 2008, as I was beginning to write my own music, that depending on where people had seen me perform, they had two very different pictures of me. I grew up fronting many rock bands, and so I have, the rock voice and all that repertoire. But there were all these people that were only hearing me play these kind of tender, New Thought kind of songs. And then the New Thought people didn't know that I could rock on out. So it was very interesting to kind of hear that, that going on. So all that to say, something that I have yet to figure out how to incorporate into my musical life, but it is an enormous part of my life. In fact, I do impressions. I do voices. If it weren't for music, that's what I would be doing. At the age of about 11, I thought that's what my path was going to be.
Oh, wow.
And then music took over at 14, and it's been a whole other story. But to this day, I love doing voices, character voices, cartoon voices, and much to my sweetheart's delight, I do several a day. So that would be the hidden talent.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So one of the ones that makes her laugh a great deal is this one when I speak very much like Deepak Chopra and speak about how enlightened she could be if she would just, allow herself to be more flexible. And, Bugs Bunny.
Oh, that one's
Stop
good.
steaming up my tail. What are you trying to do? Wrinkle it?
I mean, I love doing voices. Big part of me. And I just don't know, so people in the music world think, wow, he's so serious. But, I laugh a lot. I love to laugh. I laugh every day a lot. And, so here I am publicly saying for the first time, I would like to incorporate more humor into what I do and incorporate voices into what I do. And I haven't done it yet. So great question, Heather. Thanks for asking.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my gosh. Well, please, if you have the opportunity, check out one of the Wednesday night shows that I did a couple of weeks ago with our New Thought friend Carla Ulbrich. She's all about humor. She does nothing but.
Wow.
She finds humor in every everyday situation and has put it to music, and it's really an incredible sight to see and hear.
Wow, that's cool.
So yeah, let that side of you come out to play, because it's a lot of fun when it's there, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely it is. Yeah.
So now promise me that you'll do your next song like Bugs Bunny.
Well, that might be a bit of a stretch, but I used to, one of the many things I've done, being musicians, we do all kinds of crazy, different kinds of gigs. And so I've done several Christmas caroling gigs, and, when things get really boring, what's one?
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Just any of that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Silent night.
Just get people laughing when no one's paying attention to us.
Yes, exactly. That's why we do the Chipmunk song at Christmas time.
Oh, there you go.
Steven and I'll do that one. That's like the one impression that I do, and
Let's hear it. Come on.
I heard.
Wow. That's great. Good for you.
I do the whole thing like Alvin.
Very nice. Good for you.
Oh man.
Hmm.
Oh gosh, please play a song, please. This is oh, we could
Okay.
go off on this forever, couldn't we?
All right. Well, again, inspired by the last song that you sang, the Mary Tyler Moore song, Love Is All Around Us. This song was inspired by A Course in Miracles. And it's called A Prayer to You. And it's, in a nutshell, it's just, may everything that I think and see and say and do, may it all be a prayer to you, my love. And I purposely chose the words, my love, for people to interpret in whichever way they want to. If that's the divine, if it's your higher self, if it's your partner, if it's your pet, if it's your child, whatever it may be, whomever or whatever makes you feel the most alive, the most engaged, your fullest self. I invite you to sing this song to them. And I do two different versions of this song these days. When I recorded it, it's got kind of an R&B feel, but I've been having a lot of fun slowing it down and playing it more contemplatively. So that's how I'll play it tonight with my tabla player. And again, it's easy to sing along to once you know it. May all that I think and all that I do be a prayer to you, a prayer to you, a prayer to you. May all that I think and all that I do be a prayer to you, a prayer to you, my love. In every face may I see you, in every voice may I hear you, in all that is may this be true, may we be one, may I be you, may all that I think and all that I do be a prayer to you, a prayer to you, a prayer to you. May all that I think and all that I do be a prayer to you, a prayer to you, my love. In every breath may I breathe you, in every drop may I taste you, in all that is may this be true, may we be one, may I be you, may all that I think and all that I do, please sing with me, be a prayer to you, a prayer to you, a prayer to you. May all that I think and all that I do be a prayer to you, a prayer to you, my love. In every touch may I feel In every heart, may I feel you. In all that is, may this be true. May we be one. May I be you. May all that I think and all that I do be a prayer to you, a prayer to you, a prayer to you. May all that I think and all that I do be a prayer to you, a prayer to you, my love. Be a prayer to you, my love. Be a prayer to you, my love. A prayer to you.
Wow. Just beautiful.
Nice percussion.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that is a perfect stopping off place for tonight. Oh, that we send out our prayers and our love to all of you who are watching
Absolutely.
tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Nathen, thank you for staying up literally all day. I know you started your day with your morning meditation on your Facebook page or your YouTube
Yeah.
page.
Facebook page. Yeah.
Okay.
Every Wednesday morning, 9 o'clock Pacific, just for 10, 15 minutes. I call it morning musings, and I just share a thought, and I'm taking advantage of of that opportunity to create some new music. So every week I have a nice new little chant to share, and then a minute or two of silence, and then back into the song, and then blessing people on their way into their day. So
Fantastic. And I've experienced that myself. If you have the opportunity to log in on Facebook on Wednesday mornings and check out what Nathen is doing, it is well worth a few minutes of your time to spend and share time with Nathen. Thank you so much again. You are a light, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you for sharing tonight.
well, Heather, the feeling is completely mutual. Love. I adored your singing, love your songs, and isn't it just crazy that in this time, we can still. I'm so grateful for the technology that enables us to continue to connect heart to heart. So
Yeah.
I'm very, very happy to be connected to you, and I look forward to more moments with you virtually and otherwise. And one fine day, I look forward to being down your way and give you a big hug.
Yes, yes, and same. One day I'll make it up north, or we'll meet in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
Maybe at next year's Posse when we can all be in person again.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Well, out there in internet land, thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes.
My name's Heather O'Day, Music Director of Sonoran Desert CSL. This is Nathen as well. Nathen, one more time, thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, y'all.
It's been a great
Namaste.
honor. Namaste to all of you. Love and blessings.
Night.